Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft livestream. I found out my horses were escaping from this pen, and they were just climbing on the carpets like they knew how to or something. Which they're not supposed to be able to know how to if you don't know. You haven't played Minecraft before. They're not supposed to be able to know how to, but they just were able to. So, I kind of had to resolve that, which is a little bit annoying. That's okay though. I am getting some serious frame rate drops here, but I need a saddle for this mule. This mule is one of my mules. Hello, Thunderlight and Danzerdago. Let me expand the chat here. I'll get it here, and then I think I'll zoom in a little bit. Hold on. Gotta increase the zoom so I can see the chat a little bit better. Right. Hello, Thunderlight, and hello, Danzerdago. Alright, where was that horse? So, aside from repairing this, oh, this might not be tamed. What? How is this not tamed? I bred this mule. I literally bred this mule. How is the mule not tamed? I'm so confused. Whatever. I'll just do this until it tames. You know, love me, say that you love me. Fool me, go on and fool me. Alright. I also get these random alerts from Xbox Game Bar. So I think actually to make him feel useful, I'm gonna quickly get a chest here. Oh no, my skin. What the hell? I don't want no character creator, I just want my skin. There we go. Did you just snort at me? I didn't appreciate that, sir. Okay, so aside from just running around and killing random things in my world, I actually have a purpose and a goal today. We'll get to it in a second, because I do need to put a chest on this guy. I feel bad that he's just sitting there feeling very useless, which he is, let's be honest, he is very useless. I mean, he's not wrong that he's useless, but we want to make him feel useful again, and so I'll find some wood in my... I don't want to have to rotate it. See, this is the thing. I don't want to have to rotate that all the way around, so I'm actually going to go get wood somewhere else. Right? I'm going to go over here. Ooh, it's raining now, so it's going to be even easier to get over to the forest, right? And I'm going to find something random. What? Yeah, what did I just... This is an old bridge from when I first brought back like a pink sheep or something. Wow, look at that. That's old. That's some J-Dog lore right there. J-Dog history. Alright, let's get some wood. And stop messing around. I got my fortune axe because using a different kind of axe is really annoying. Because you just collect the leaves. And get some wood here. I know that what the stream title says. I know I'm not doing that right now at this moment, but you'll just have to be a little bit patient with me because I just have a couple of like chores to take care of first, you know? Just a couple of things to get done. Like that needed to get done, okay? I'll just convert it all. Alright, there we go. A chest to make him feel useful. And I'll put the rest of the wood somewhere else. Woo! Alright, land here. Alright. I guess I'll put the chest on him first to make sure it works, because I'm pretty sure it does, but... Ah, look at that. Look at that. 15 inventory spaces right there. The mule. This guy's a donkey. But I also have a mule. Which I wasn't aware that you don't just have tamed. Like, have to be tamed. Unfortunately for all these planks, I'm just going to do this. Until I refill these lava buckets. Because I still need to refill some lava buckets for this, so that this continues burning. But those planks can do that for now. What do I still need? I need... So first of all, I have some empty shulker boxes with me. The cat is sitting on the chest. I'm going over to... Boop, 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 boop. The rain is like one of my favorite things in Minecraft when I have a Riptide Trident and an Elytra. It's just so good. Alright. So these... Oh, not this one. These 3 shulker boxes are empty now. And I need them not to be. Well, really what I need is to go over here. I need to just grab a bunch of nether bricks. Just Just throw them on the ground and I can start crafting them into a bunch of bricks. There's a bunch of nether brick blocks, anyway. And you just you just click it until it goes. And there we go. And you might wonder the reason why I'm doing this, and I would tell you, you have a right to wonder about the reason for this. But you do not have a right to question it. Why I'm doing this, I need to slab up the bottom of the nether. My nether right now, I dug out the entire space, so now that's all spawn-proofed from the top to the bottom. But what's still not spawn-proofed is the very floor of it, so I need to fix that. And this is like probably the best and most efficient way to do it. It's just to slab everything off. And I have a bunch of just convenient nether bricks sitting around, ready to be used for said purpose. I'll probably do one more chest's worth here. And just throw this all out. And then we'll get going. How long have you had this world? This world has been around since before the aquatic update came to Bedrock. So really, around since like 1.13 Java Edition time. And I would suppose that makes it 1.11 or 1.12 Bedrock Edition time. I'm not actually quite sure. I might need more netherrack too. So the other thing I need to spawn proof is netherrack, and I need it to fill in all the holes under y=5. That way, I was kind of deciding whether I just take out everything, including, like, not including the bedrock because you can't break it, right? And if I wanted to do a glitch to break everything, it would take forever. But like if I wanted to mine everything except for the bedrock to spawn proof it, and I was like, nah, I just want to cover it all up and slab it all off. So to do that, I just need another box with netherrack just to make sure I'll have enough netherrack. And with that, we are ready to go. Let's go for it. Waddle out of the portal. And let's go down here. I can put this here. I'm all filled up on arrows. Perfect. That literally, I don't even know. Dude, seeing my arrows go right through. Can I please? Okay, hold on. I guess I'm just taking care of these, even though I don't really need to. Just destroy them all. They're all lagging and whatever, just causing problems. Just kill them. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go up here. And now we'll get to see the real majesty here. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get up there first. For any of you who haven't seen this before, this will be super cool. I think you'll like it a lot. It looks crazy. It looks ridiculous. And actually, I didn't turn on my anti-fog pack yet. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn on my anti-fog pack. I should have just downloaded it. I've got to import it, and then I can't actually look. If you look in game, I don't think I can actually turn it on like this. Yeah, so okay. I have to go out and then go back in to change this. Alright. Now let's try it. Okay. With no fog, you can see really, truly how big the space is. Alright, so to do this, I need to open my box, pull out a bunch of NETHERRACK, and then grab this one and pull out a bunch of bricks. Probably that many, and then I can put down a crafting table. And boop, 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 boop. And then take this guy out because I don't like him. Take that back. And I'll come back for that later, I guess. I'm obsessive about this. I have to do that. Okay, so now you just kind of go around like this and you fill in, just kind of looking for all the spots. And just fill in like this. And this is one of the best ways to make sure that there will be no problems. Like, no mobs spawning at the very bottom here. None of that BS. Just, everything's covered up. And try not to miss a spot. I forgot, whenever I play Minecraft, I need to remember to switch mice. So the mouse I'm using right now, it's a Corsair something. God damn it! I hate game bar. I don't know how to disable this. Game bar keeps sending me notifications, and every time it does, it sends me a sound too, and I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, it's also exactly 4:20 right now. Okay, hold on. Notifications. Silence notification sounds. No! No feedback for you. I just hate you. There's no reason to have this. It doesn't even work. I tried to use the game bar to get on a call with, like, my Xbox friend, or one of my friends in Xbox, so that we could communicate without, like, having to use a Discord call or whatever. Right? We were in the same room, so we could have just talked to each other, but I didn't want to have to plug in my speakers. And I figured it would be easier if we could chat over the thing. And so I tried setting up this party feature on Game Bar for a solid, like, 10 to 15 minutes. And I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get the thing working at all. It's just a really frustrating experience. I didn't enjoy it all. Okay, you guys need to go. But anyways, I was saying about my mouse. Okay, so this mouse right here, it's a Corsair Scimitar, and one of the things about these mice that I didn't know going in, right? Nor do I think I would have cared, right? But apparently the middle click option on these mice breaks quite frequently. Like, my mouse just simply does not middle click anymore. This mouse, like I get the feedback, right? Like, boom, boom, like, it feels like it's middle clicking, right? But it's not actually middle clicking, and it never will. I don't know if it's broken or what, but it just doesn't middle click, right? And I didn't know that going in. So whenever I try to pick block when I'm using this mouse, I always end up foiled, like wondering, oh, what's going on? And it's always just because the middle click's just broken, and I always forget. And so in a situation like this, I just have to remember, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have to go into my inventory every time and get more blocks out. Just like that. And it's just the slightest bit slower, but 10 times more frustrating. What? Okay. Dude, the bedrock formations are so weird, and I'm always trying to make sure that I'm not gonna miss a spot, because I'll miss a spot and literally bedrock will be bedrock and spawn like 400 mobs there, and my farm will never work again. And I'll be like, why isn't my farm working? It's just not working. I don't know why. And then bedrock's just sitting over there secretly having in this one hole like 400,000 mobs. Just filling up the mob cap constantly. Hey, you can't use your farm now. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? And then such is the nature of bedrock bugs. Alright. Coming down. I did bring an extra NETHERRACK box, which was a good idea because I almost forgot about it. Thinking, oh, I don't need one. Like, oh, this is enough NETHERRACK, and then I remembered, like, no, it's definitely not going to be enough NETHERRACK. Sorry if I already answered this, but how long did you have this world? Okay, I did already answer it, but I appreciate that you thought of that. Also, I've had this world. I'm going to say for an official number, I'll say like 6 years now, okay? Because it was around since Update Aquatic came to Bedrock. Like, well, it was around since before Update Aquatic came to Bedrock, right? Like, Update Aquatic may, I think, have already come to Java, but it had not come to Bedrock yet. And that was the time period when I started this world. Like, I still have old villages in certain parts of my world. So there's like, my world is sort of, at this point, Minecraft's been around for so long, my world is becoming historic. Which is kind of funky to think about, right? Like, the amount of time that my world has been around just by itself is starting to create like a greater sense of history for this world. Even though, like, for me, it's just been my world for the whole time, and like, whatever. Like, it's becoming more historic by the day. as more and more updates get released, it just becomes more and more unique. Isn't that an interesting thought? Like, anyone loading up a random world today, their world starts out almost entirely ununique. Like, even though they have, like, their own unique seed and whatnot, like, it's still, like, not really unique, right? Because it's just like a random Minecraft world. But the longer you have your world, the more unique it gets. I don't know, you might not agree with this entirely, but I'm pretty sure this is kind of how it can be judged. Let's hold on here. I'm almost out of netherrack, so let's make sure. Actually, I'm just gonna refill in a second, so. Alright, there we go. Hello, Emilio Ignacio Cova Hurtado. He says W. Or maybe more unique wasn't the right word, but like definitely more historic is correct, right? But I think I don't want to say more special, because that's not necessarily true in my mind either. That doesn't really gel with what I actually think either. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know, just the preservation of older worlds, and the older they get, it's not necessarily more special, but what? Like, something about the amount of history and the amount of time you've had a world just does make it more somehow. And I don't even know more what at this point, because I'm just kind of spitballing, and I don't really have a good sense of what I mean. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm having trouble clearly defining what I mean in that context. It's okay. Alright. But, in the meantime, I can start with this. What? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. No, please stop. Okay, hold on. Either I'm just gonna run so it despawns. I don't want it to blow a hole in my wall. I'm gonna end up with exactly 16 and find out that this just needs to be extended one more, aren't I? Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, let's just start filling it in. Hello Jaden Howard. I can tell you're a good streamer because you're not running out of anything to say. Literally, I just read that after like like a moment of silence. I have been silent for just a little bit, just like focusing on what I'm doing. That's the thing. One thing I have trouble with when I'm streaming is keeping talking, right? Yeah, the idea of continuing to talk and not running out of things to say. Because I feel like I run out of things to say all the time. Like, it's very common on my streams where I'll just be humming along to the music. Because I don't have anything to say at the moment. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out, guys. I'm out of things to say. Sorry. Nothing to say. And so I'll just be humming along to the music or focusing on what I'm doing or whatever. And when I'm playing a game especially, it feels especially difficult to try and think of things to say while I'm playing because often I'll be focusing on the game instead of like really focusing on what I'm saying and what I'm supposed to be doing, which is streaming and talking. And when you're not talking and you're streaming, then you're not doing it right, obviously, right? But it's very difficult to keep your mouth running. More difficult than it seems for some people, because there's another thing too, like when you're having a conversation with someone, it's not difficult to keep your mouth running. Oh no. It's not difficult to keep your mouth running when you're having a conversation. Because you have a back and forth, right? But unless your chat's very active, generally there won't be that same conversational aspect. And like you would have to have like a chat that like communicates using voice chat to really hold the same level of conversation that you can hold with just like a person that you're actually talking to. Like, no, stop. Will you stand still? Okay. Awesome. When do you think you'll do your next Undertale layout video? You mean like a video where I post like what I've already built, or my next stream? Like, my next stream will be whenever, right? Like it's the weekend right now, so I have some time. I might stream tomorrow, I might not. I'm kind of considering it, right? I didn't know if I was gonna stream today actually until I started streaming. I was like fairly tired. I'm trying to figure out how these guys spawned. But one thing actually, okay. I've been meaning to take care of this for a while, but I found this cave here. And I was thinking about it, maybe I don't want to just brick it off, right? Because I was just going to brick it off. I was just going to put bricks here. But I was thinking, maybe instead of bricking it off, I should glass it off. Like tinted glass or something. But, it's At the very least, what I definitely want to do is at least brick it off. So I might come back to this in the future and be like, I want to turn that into glass, but at the very least, that needs to be bricked off. And that way I know what area that is now. Give me that shulker box back. If you didn't know, gas can destroy shulker boxes, which is very infuriating. Hey, stop that. I swear, I don't even need the elytra in my hotbar right now. To be fair, when I was eating and left the stream, I still heard you talking when I came back. Stream, that would look swag. Gas are annoying in every way, both audio and gameplay. I know. Gas gameplay, honestly, it's actually worse than inconsistent Geometry Dash gameplay. Tell me I'm wrong, and you're a liar. Wait. Gas gameplay is worse than straight fly. Oh my god. Will you stop? Okay. Hello, Piglin. I see what you're trying to say, and I have filled in your answer for you. Not before you, for you. Yeah, I see you guys coming from me, but honestly, I'm not too... Oh, okay. Yeah, I see how it is. You gotta come for me? You gotta come for my family? Okay. What? You guys need to stop. Oh, okay. Let's keep... I gotta keep filling in the NETHERRACK. I'm trying to fill it in well enough so that I can, like... And then I'll be able to run along and keep filling in the slabs. Because the closer I get to over there... Well, actually, why haven't I slabbed off this area yet? It's a huge area that still needs slabbing. Alright. Let's get slabby. Okay, hold on. First thing, though, place these 5. Alright. There we go. Also, it lags a ton when you craft a bunch of things at once for some reason. So I don't know why that is, or why that occurs, but. Okay, just like that. Oh, give me those blocks back. Oh, I thought that had it for sure. Okay. Alright, there we go. Filling it all in. Wait, hold on. Strata is so good, Strata is very good. Here's something for you to know if you don't know. Gold farms can be 4 to 5 layers. Thank you. More guests. Cool. When do you think you'll reach 2K subs? I mean, it'll just kind of happen when it happens. That's my thing. I'm not really, like, searching. I'm not thirsting for 2K subs, if you know what I mean. Right? I'm not like, oh my god, I'm not, like, actively checking on it and, like, I gotta get to this 2K subscribers. That really matters to me. No, it doesn't matter to me that much. Because what a subscriber represents is someone who's like, I want to see more of this, so I'm subscribing, right? And that'll happen mostly regardless of what I do. Like, you can get more people to subscribe by asking people to subscribe or requesting that people subscribe, right? But that doesn't really change on the YouTube side of things what actually happens in the algorithm. So what I really care about more is, like, when will I reach, you know, this many watch hours? Because it means if you reach more watch hours, it means the algorithm's recommending you more because people are actually watching till the end and enjoying it that much. Like, to watch the end of the video, you do have to enjoy the video, or at least, like, have, you know, zonked out while watching the video, right? If you don't like the video, you won't watch to the end, right? That's just kind of a basic fact of how things work here. So I really like seeing that people watch the end of the videos, or I'm getting a lot of watch time off the video, because it means people like it enough to watch it and or rewatch it, right? And that's something that I enjoy more than, like, seeing that a subscriber has been added. Right? Because subscribers will just kind of come, right? And if you are a subscriber, right, thank you very much. It means that you want to see more of what I'm doing, right? But on a grand scale, most of your views don't come from subscribers anyway. Like, actually most of mine do, because my videos aren't doing very well in the algorithm, but, like, you get the point here, right? Like, on YouTube, the watch time is really what matters most to the algorithm, not whether you subscribe or not. Like, YouTube, when you press subscribe on a channel, YouTube doesn't care about that that much when recommending your videos to you, when recommending your homepage. And I don't know why. It seems like if you... I guess their algorithm has determined that you don't actually like who you're subscribed to that much. You just like what they show you, and then you'll subscribe to something, so maybe there's slightly higher odds. But, like, they know what you really want in the algorithm. Because they have so much data on you. So they know, like, 100%, like, oh, if I show you this, like, you will likely watch this. So my hope is that you enjoy my videos so much that that's where it is. I don't know, I can't really explain. I'm not really doing this for the amount of views anyway, because if it was for the amount of views, I probably would have quit by now. Stop! Oh my god! Oh my god! This Enderman just keeps getting in the way. You suck, Enderman. Dude, look at all this destruction you caused. Enderman, this is all your fault. 100%. 100% your fault, Enderman. I hate you. Stupid Enderman, dude. Anyways, that was mildly infuriating right there. That was quite upsetting. I did not like that. I was not very happy about that. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm here doing this because I enjoy sharing what I'm doing Minecraft, Geometry Dash wise, and because I think, I don't know, I think what I'm doing can have like a lot of value in the creative aspects of things, like in like some new ideas I bring to the table, or at least I really hope I'm bringing new ideas to the table, you know? Alright, stop. Stop! Oh my gosh, Guess, you suck. No, the magma cubes are getting... You've actually got to be kidding me. I literally need to slab off this area and then gas will stop spawning here. I just need to finish the slabbing off of this area. I'm getting so unlucky. I literally just need to finish slabbing this off, and then they literally won't be able to spawn. They won't be able to spawn there anymore, and I won't have to deal with it ever again. I just need them not to spawn while I'm trying to block off their spawning spaces. Just ignore this, whatever. Okay. No. Look in the hole. Go look in the hole. Idiot. Go in the hole. There you go. Good piglet. Let's go other side. I love other side as well. Did you? Not my wall, please. Not my wall! Oh my god, you... I'm so lucky that they didn't actually hit any of the walls. They just keep blocking it off. Gotta keep blocking it off. They'll try to stop me, of course, because it's their spawning spaces after all, but they won't be able to. Stop moving. Okay. Can I please finish this off? Fine. You know what? You guys suck. Destroyers of fun. Stop. There's a baby. There's a child. Child. Kill the child. Kill his parents, then kill the child. Ha 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 ha. Oh, look at this. Slow, brutal death with the golden carrot. Sounds like your kind of death today. Oh. Oh. How shall you die? With a golden sword in your hand, huh? Oh, slow, brutal death with fire arrows. That's what I think for you. Boop. Boop. Oh, yeah. Die. Die. That makes my day right there. Killing children. Oh! Yo, bro, you want to see my bow? It's got aimbot 5 on it. Welcome L to the J to the stream. Jayag, have you ever noticed the other side in the beginning of the SH song? Oh, the beginning of the Slaughterhouse song? Sounds similar. Is that just me? I don't know if it's just you. I haven't observed it that closely. Oh, I guess the ending of the other side song kind of does sound like the ending of the Slaughterhouse song. I never thought about it. But just thinking about it in my head. Yeah, pull that bow back. My arrow now. Pull the bow back. Pull the bow back. See what happens to you. My arrows now. Yeah, the Slaughterhouse song from GD. They have similar instruments. And just the way it kind of fizzles out at the end is what I'm thinking of. Bro, the gas hitboxes on Bedrock suck. I've had so many arrows that just go through them. quick charge 1. Well, that really is quick. Look at that. Boom. Blomp. You guys are going to instigate with me. I'm just gonna kill you because you have arrows for me. Hello. I hear you whooping around back there. Okay, Enderman? I hear you. You don't need to whoop any more than that. Believe me, I know. I know. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. How about... No. Are you kidding me? How? Hippity hoppity, get off my property. It's my property now, anyway. Oh, pulled a double whammy on you. You didn't even realize. That was quite a shot. It went between all the magma creams and straight to the gas. I thought that shot was good. That was a good shot, in my opinion. Love how when I tell YouTube to notify me is when a stream starts and then it decides. It would be funny if it didn't. Welcome Ruby to the stream. Yo yo yo. My gosh, we're doing okay today. Gas problems still prevalent as ever. But, you know, we're taking care of them. Yeah. They ain't got nothing on us. Yeah. Alright, there we go. There's a bunch more slabs crafted up. Now, as you can see, there's stuff jumping around and gas spawning in still, so not everything is completely spawn-proofed yet. And that's what I'm working on today. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Terrible luck. Okay, it despawned. Why do Minecraft tracks have the weirdest names? I don't know if they're all that weird, it's just they're different. Some of them are kind of Swedish. Like, some of them are Swedish, I think. Swedish names, and then, I'm pretty sure other tracks just have weird names because, like, they're a reference to something. I'm not actually sure, though. I'm not gonna lie. The feature on Bedrock where you can just hold and place blocks in a straight line forever is actually one of the best features and one of the best Bedrock features ever to exist. Like, it has to have saved me so much time, right? Just like the amount of time that I've saved by having this feature where I can place blocks in a straight line like this, like, about equally offsets the amount of time that I've lost because there's no sweeping edge and I can't take out all these magma cubes instantly. I wish there was sweeping edge in Bedrock. Nope. Excuse me, how can he even spawn that close? It's like maybe it's just because it's the only place it can spawn now, so it's starting to spawn more frequently. Just put all 3 stacks in my hotbar. I haven't been realizing it, but I've been hotkeys to 7, I think. I think I've been hotkeys to 7. I haven't. My mouse commands still work. That's amazing. I just jumped over the gunpowder somehow. I'm just gonna trust that this ghast isn't gonna find me before I get the stuff out of my shulker box. Boop. Boop, super juice. Alright, there we go. Give me that gunpowder. Hell yeah. I don't want the ghast here, but I'll take it anyway. One of the most fun things to do with this feature where you can place blocks in a straight line forever is just to fall and place a line of blocks going all the way down. Because, like, it just keeps placing them. It doesn't care about, like, tick restrictions or anything, or really that much about your reach, because you can reach so far in Bedrock. And it's like, yeah, we can place blocks as fast as you fall. J-Dog, what's your favorite Rob Top level? My favorite Rob Top level? Gosh, I like, there's a couple different answers here that I feel are correct. Okay, Hexagon Force is one of the correct answers to this question. Okay, it's definitely one of the correct answers. Electrodynamics is another correct answer. And even Theory of Everything 2 is another correct answer. Right? Hold on, wait. I have... yeah, this many to go. Okay. Deadlocked is not a correct answer. Club Step is not a correct answer. Electro Man Adventures? Controversial, this one, right? Not a correct answer. 100% not a correct answer. Electro Man Adventures is not a correct answer to this question. I would say Geometrical Dominator is not a correct answer either. Nor is Finger Dash. But Blast Processing is an okay answer. But the thing is, like, I'm specifically defining here, like, correct and incorrect answers because there definitely are some. Like, base after base is an incorrect answer. Geometrical Dominator Enjoyer. Over here. Oh, look, it isn't bad. Like, I used to think Geometrical Dominator got a lot of hate for no reason. I think still the quote-unquote memory part, Geometrical Dominator, still gets too much hate for no reason, right? But after watching Colin's video, I've actually been kind of convinced about a lot of things about why Geometrical Dominator doesn't feel necessarily as special as a lot of the other main levels, right? And what I've been convinced of is kind of that the reason it doesn't feel special is because there's not as much theming in the level. It's just a bunch of gimmicks kind of thrown together to show off how the new features work. And I don't think that's necessarily how the main level should be used to show like every new feature in the level. I think if you want to show every new feature, like I think 2.2 should have like 5 or 6 new levels to show off everything, but each have different themes so that it's not like a bunch of gimmicks thrown together in one level, right? Like the sneak peeks we've gotten for the levels so far where it's impossible to sight read everything, I think those should be just thrown out. I've been convinced, like, I think that a rational argument's been made for why it needs to be changed so the levels aren't just confusing as heck. Because everyone's just gonna, like, the RobTap levels aren't of bad quality, right? But, I mean, you don't want them to feel like a custom level. You want them to feel like they're teaching you the game. Like Dryout, think of Dryout. Dryout feels so special in a way that almost no custom level does, right? And the reason is because it's teaching you the upside down mechanic. The way that it was meant to be taught, right? Like the way, like no other level, every other level just uses it. No level teaches you it. I feel like we could, I think one thing that should be done is we should make like some possible like main level designs for the old updates, like for 2.0. The community should try to create like what a good few tutorial levels for 2.0 could have been, like a tutorial level for the green orb, the tutorial level for the teleport portals. Maybe the teleport portals and the green orb are combined in this one, and then also the robot, but like not emphasizing the moving objects as much. And then another level emphasizes the moving objects and maybe also the robot, but doesn't emphasize the green orb as much, so that it's not too much thrown at the player all at once, right? Like, oh no, please stop. Yeah, hold on. Like, we should go back and try to create one genre of levels that I feel isn't created enough is like levels that are created to be easy for beginner players, right? And I don't mean the kind of easy levels we have nowadays, which are intended to be easy for players who already know the game, right? If you look at any easy level nowadays with 2 clicks, it's so confusing, no beginner would actually understand what's going on. They just succeed because there's only 2, like, extremely well indicated clicks in the entire level. The reason people like easy levels that have clicks in them, that have a lot of inputs, is because they're levels that help teach you the game. Right? That help you learn something when you're playing the game, about how to play the game. And that's kind of missing, like, okay, you need to go too. It's okay. Also, by the way, this right here, I think this is Ballad of the Cats. I'll check. No, it's Concrete Halls. I always get Ballad of the Cats and Concrete Halls mixed up for some reason. This right here, Concrete Halls, one of my favorite Nether tracks of all time. I think this is one of the best Nether tracks. And it captures something that the Nether tracks in the newest updates just simply don't. Just this mystique in this track. And none of the 1.16 Nether update music really captures this same mystique that I feel when I listen to this track. This one's just so good. Yeah, but a lot of levels nowadays are good for experienced players who understand what all the mechanics are, but are just terrible for new players who just wouldn't understand what's going on. Let me craft it. Okay, thank you. I didn't want to get kicked out. Ooh, hello. Killed him. Killed him good, boss. Oh, full set of gold. Man, you're looking fancy today, aren't you? Boom. Oh, you suck. Yeah, you suck, Piglin. You're just terrible. Get good, L. Yeah, like, all the levels nowadays, good for players who know the mechanics, but how about creating some hard levels for players who are learning or getting into the game for the first time, right? To do that, you have to have decoration that's still good, but doesn't actually get in the way of the gameplay. And this is one of the reasons I really like modern levels a lot, right? I think modern levels oftentimes can be really good because the player can see what's going on. And a lot of really glow heavy levels, it's difficult to understand what's happening, right? I think we should start making some levels that... Hold on. We should start making some levels that have more gameplay that just uses a few parts of gameplay at a time instead of a bunch of different parts of gameplay, right? Like it uses green orbs, right? But it doesn't use as many of the other types of orbs, and it keeps it a little simpler and a little less of everything going on and a little more comprehensibility. And that would really help our current situation with levels nowadays. I don't know. Just a couple of my thoughts on it. You can tell me whether you think that's right or wrong. Maybe Evil says, my favorite is also concrete halls. I love concrete halls. People hate on the memory part. It's not a memory part. You can see what the indicators are. I can do it. I don't remember what's actually in the memory part. I can just do it based on the indicators, right? It's like these people who don't know that you can sight read the memory part, right? It's not a memory part. It's just sight readable. I don't understand these people. Oh man, we're really starting to eliminate some of those spawning spaces here. Okay, you need to go. Thank you. I don't know why this is here. .16 went for more of a creepy, unsettling vibe rather than fear and doom like the C418's traps. Yeah, but I mean, Minecraft already is so existential and so much bigger than just like a single feeling of fear and doom, right? Like the amount of loneliness you can feel when you play like survival Minecraft is rarely, if ever, correctly done in any other game I've seen, right? It's just done so well. And the kind of void mystique, like the kind of mystique you can feel from those songs really changes how you experience the game. When you hear Rubedo, it's a lot more different. And this song right here, it's good not just because of the nostalgia, but because of the way it's written. I don't know. Like, the song I'm listening to right now, I can't honestly tell if it's just nostalgic or if, like, it's actually got something in it that makes it more nostalgic than other songs. Maybe it just feels like it can be more nostalgic than other songs, when in reality it's just like a normal song, and I'm assigning extra attributes to it that don't really actually exist. Something to think about, maybe. Oh my gosh. Okay, but you know what? I need to start slabbing off this area too. And more children to kill. Yes, good. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Where's the child? Where did he go? Where did the child go? Was I just mistaken about there being a child? Yeah, okay. Our style is expanded, but you can't call RobTop levels like needing, like the RobTop style needs to, because it's introducing us to new mechanics, it also needs to be informative and really like it needs to help teach you the game, the gameplay mechanics, right? Just because of what the main levels should do is help teach you the game mechanics, and then what custom levels should do is use the game mechanics in new and interesting ways, right? And not just the way they were meant to be used, but find little tricks, like the black orb plus spider gimmick, right? That's not really intended by RobTop, right? It just happened to exist, right? But now it's so commonly used, you know, it might as well have been invented by RobTop. But the RobTop levels shouldn't have a black orb plus spider in them, because it makes no sense why it works to beginners, right? In fact, he probably has J blocks in the finger dash spider section so that when you use the black orb to go down, it doesn't teleport you to the top. I haven't actually checked it, but I don't think it will automatically teleport you to the top. It just feels like it doesn't. I could check though. But Finger Dash, in a lot of ways, did a lot of things right in kind of learning some things. Like the beginning cube section focused a lot on the black orb and on the dash orb, right? And then the spider section focused a lot on just how the spider works, right? Really, like Finger Dash did a lot of things right in this regard. Gonna pair my Xbox controller with my laptop to play Tetris, and looking at the Bluetooth device nearby, and I see Joe's 8th Fire TV stick. I wonder what happened to the first 7. That's funny. Imagine losing so many Fire TV sticks that literally this is like your 7th one. You're just like, oh my god. Just end me already. No, I don't want to craft chiseled nether bricks. Like, when we say the Rob Top levels are feeling like a custom level, that's a bad thing because custom levels generally don't feel as pointed as Rob Top levels do. They just feel like kind of an assortment and collection of the game mechanics to create fun gameplay. But the Rob Top levels are supposed to really help show you what the mechanics do and teach you the mechanics. So when Rob Top levels feel like a custom level, it's bad because it means that the levels don't feel like they're teaching you the mechanics. It's just expecting you to already know them. Because when you go into a custom level, all the custom levels expect you to already know the mechanics. And that's just how they are. That's how they're structured and everything. Like, as if you already know the mechanics. Rob Top levels shouldn't do that. They should teach you as they go along. So, cramming a bunch of new mechanics into one level to make, like just the little sections, like where we're talking about in Geometrical Dominator, when there's just like 2 seconds where a moving platform appears and then disappears so that you can land on it for the 2 seconds. But that idea appears only the once in the level, right? Like, if you're going to use moving objects like that, then that should be a consistent theme throughout the level. That should be a theme, something that happens quite often, and not just the once. I know, but since we already know and I've gotten so many leaks on what they do, it's just probably become an instinct, and he's not caring all about people who don't know how the mechanics work, which I see as a positive thing because it's helping you get into custom levels. Like, that's not a positive thing because not everyone who gets the game watched the 2.2 trailer and the sneak peek. Again, I'm talking about the new player who's never played Geometry Dash before and advances through the levels up to this point, and then gets to the new 2.2 levels and gets all these gimmicks and just can't figure out what's going on because it's not really beginner friendly. It's not like friendly. Like all the levels are supposed to help you up to this point, right? All the levels are built so that you can learn what the mechanics do up to that point, right? Like, Finger Dash, it assumes you already have all the skills from the previous levels up to that point, and then teaches you the new stuff, right? That's how it's supposed to work. So, I think what's not assumed is that you've beaten the demons, right? What shouldn't be assumed in the levels that teach you mechanics. And the main levels should be levels that teach you the mechanics. That just makes sense to me. Like, talking about like, the levels shouldn't be designed thinking like, oh, people have already seen the sneak peek so they know what this stuff does. They should be designed like, how would someone playing this for the first time try to understand this? Because you don't design your games thinking like, oh, people have watched the tutorial already, right? That's not how good game design works. That's why people hate, like, pop-ups in their tutorials. Like, you don't want someone to have to interpret how something works. You want someone to be able to play and kind of work it out for themselves easily. It doesn't make sense to, like, say they're helping you get into custom levels. The first custom levels of 2.2 are gonna be like the first custom levels of 2.1, like, bad. Right? Not gonna be super intuitive. And even a lot of the levels we have nowadays, I was playing a 6-star the other day and thinking, man, this is just so much harder than a 6-star for beginners, right? Like, this just doesn't make, from a beginner's perspective, this would be like impossible because all the mechanics are just thrown at you. And they just have no idea what's going on, right? I have experience with the game, and even I could barely tell what was going on. I was just clicking where the orbs were and where the indicators were. And that kind of gameplay, just like, oh, click where the indicators are, trust me, you'll be fine. That's just not what you want for, like, sight-readable gameplay to teach you mechanics. When's the gold farm gonna start, J-Dog? I still have to slab off all this area, right? So once I slab off all this area, then I start building the gold farm. And I'll kind of, I don't think I'm gonna look up a tutorial on how to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna, as I go along, I'll look up some mechanics that I need to know for how to do it. But I won't look up a tutorial, and I'll just kind of work out on my own what I need to do, right? Maybe I'll use some creative testing, but I'll probably be building up there, you know, Y level 60 or whatever, and just like kind of messing around and seeing if this or that will work. No, please. Okay. There we go. Got it. Like, oh, will this work? And like trying it out. Just kind of experimenting. Because, I mean, honestly, if I was gonna build this gold farm the right way, the efficient way, then I would have, like, looked up a tutorial long ago and done it. But I'm building this the stupid way. And so I'm going to figure out how to build it the stupid way as well. Stupid. That's me. And Grubtop does expect us to know all the mechanics. Sure, all the community. Look, right? Anyone who joins the game, right? Anyone who joins the game after 2.2 gets released, like, you know, their friend says, oh, check out this cool new game I found, it's Geometry Dash, right? Anyone who, like, checks out the game for the first time won't have seen the sneak peek and understand what's going on. Like, you show any of these levels to new players, they just have no idea what's going on, right? You need to make it so that a new player who joins Geometry Dash for the first time and starts playing through the levels and figuring out how things work can understand how it works without needing the years of background the community already has on how things in the game work. Like, you're underestimating the amount of experience that the community already has with things. You gotta give the beginner just a little bit of breathing room here. Like, I would probably be able to do what I've seen so far in the 2.2 sneak peek, right? But I've played the game for a long time. Like, I've beaten a medium demon, right? there's no way you can understand what's going on and start sight reading things. Like, I have enough experience with the game where I could probably do that, and, like, learn it pretty quickly, because it's just like when you learn custom levels, you learn just to deal with like whatever random shit they throw at you, and that shouldn't be the experience in a main level. The main level shouldn't be an experience where like you learn to deal with whatever random shit gets thrown at you. It should be an experience where it teaches you the mechanics of the game, and then you get to prove your mastery of them by beating the level, and it gives you just more and more just smaller steps up and different challenges to show that you actually are kind of getting how it works, right? That's kind of how I've been treating, like, I have a 2-player layout, right? It's a 2-player Scream Room layout. It uses a song Scream Room. It's a 2-player layout, right? And I start off, right? You go left, 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 right, 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 and then both at the same time, right? And that kind of teaches you, like, oh, this is a 2-player mode. Anyone who hasn't played 2-player before and doesn't understand how it works will start getting that, and then it tests you on a couple different things, right? And like, okay, what about if you go left, right, left, and then back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right, right? How's that? Try that. See if you can do that. It just gradually tests you, and more you're gradually tested, and you get better and better at it. Instead of like, what? Okay. That's the way that Rob Top level should be. Like, it teaches you the mechanics and then gradually tests your understanding. Right? Where's this experience orb actually? Oh, whatever. Just the ghost experience orbs are so annoying. Solution practice mode. You're like trying to, you're just saying like, oh, use practice mode, right? What does Stereo Madness do? Okay, why is Stereo Madness a good first level? Okay, first, it teaches you the very most basic thing about how the game works. Click to jump, right? Then you jump over one spike, then a half spike and one spike. And then you jump up a staircase. It teaches you how to hold. It teaches you the mechanics very slowly, and just 3 different things, like 2 different things get taught right there. How to click over obstacles and how to hold, right? And then throughout the level, then it tests your understanding of that through the next part, right? You click once, click once, click once, click once, click once, all the way up. And then you go up this long staircase, and it tests what you know about holding now. Like, okay, do you understand how the holding works, right? And then it'll test you with the holding, and then you'll jump over those 2 platforms, go under. It tests like how well you can look ahead and kind of understand the basics of what's going on, and teaching you just some of the mechanics and some of the physics. And then for the last thing before the ship section, it tests your holding one last time and tests your memory by putting a spike there, a trap spike, 1 spike, right? And you hold too long and you hit it. So now you realize, okay, I can let go and just fall earlier, right? It's just a good test right there of understanding how well to hold. Then, in the ship section, right, the first obstacle is on the ceiling. So as you're working out how it works, like, you just fall to the ground and you're just like, what is this, right? You're just sitting on the ground, sliding, and the first obstacle goes above your head, indicating to you, oh, I could have hit that somehow, right? There's a way I could have hit that obstacle. obviously. And so then as you click, then you realize you can kind of fly around like that. The way Stereo Madness teaches you the obstacles is so much better than, and like Finger Dash teaches you what the black orb does, right? Like Finger Dash teaches you what the black orb does, right? And it tests you a little bit on how to use it, right? I should use a different example here, right? I think that's fairly well implemented. So much better than how geometrical, or not, is there a green orb in Geometrical Dominator? I can't actually remember. How Deadlock, nah. I mean, obviously it is just better than how Deadlock teaches you how the green orbs work, right? The way it teaches you how to jump is just way better. I keep mincing and dicing my words terribly. It's much better executed. And then you look at Explorers and it's like, oh, how does it teach you the spider orb? And it throws it at you with a ton of other different mechanics at once. Like Deadlocked, when you use the green orb for the first time, you use it like, I think you use it in a chain, right? Maybe not, but like, I think you use it in a chain of 3 green orbs in a row, and it shows you what it does, sort of, but it's not really helpful. Because then you're just right on to the next thing. It doesn't give you as much time to breathe and think about how it works. Think about how blast processing, like, taught you the wave for the first time, right? Very slow, very wide, big corridors, so that you can test out how it works and gain a better understanding of it before you just get thrown into something. And that's what I feel is missing from the current version of the 2.2 levels. They just throw stuff at you. And you don't want it to just throw stuff at you. You want it to teach you the mechanics and test your understanding of it. Oh, I actually have to get that from here. It does that throughout the game, though. Sight reading gets better, then you can see through more difficult things. Your reaction time gets better, you're intended to go in order, and you'll get better. The other demons, you'll most likely need to get coins to unlock it. You have to play the game more. Yeah, but even, like, the first one's supposed to be called, like, Dash or something, right? In the first one, you're just going through, and then there's just this random spider part in the middle. You just transition quickly into different other game modes. Like, RobTop levels, part of the essential style for RobTop levels has been that you have one game mode at a time, right? And then you get tested with different parts of the game mode, right? Like, think of all the levels up until I would say even Theory of Everything 2 kind of is okay with this, right? Like, blast processing has one different game mode at a time. It extends for the whole thing. Theory of Everything 2 kind of mixes the game modes a little bit, but not even that much, right? But then you look at Geometrical Dominator, and then you look at, like, the ending of it, where there's just, like, a bunch of different parts all at once. And one of the best parts of all of RobTop's levels has been, like, the long sections of gameplay with one game mode at a time that teach you different parts of the mechanics. It'd be nice if there was just, like, in the dash level, if there was like you were using one game mode for a while it tested out the different camera controls on you, so you can see what they do, right? Or just one where you can test just a few of the orbs at a time, or something like that. You're not supposed to do dash first. Yeah, but if you followed the Rob Top levels through their progression, they would become harder and harder to do relatively as you went further and further on, right? Like, you'd be doing fine. You would have, like, the difficulty spikes everyone knows, that the one at Time Machine, the one at Clutterfunk, the one at Clubstep, right? But then you'd get to, like, the 2.0 levels, and then you'd have all these random gimmicks. You still wouldn't understand how this stuff works, right? The main levels are intended, or should be intended, maybe I should say, should be intended to be played in a way where you can play the main levels by yourself and get a good understanding of how the mechanics work. I feel like after you beat Deadlocked, you'll have an okay understanding of how the green orb works, right? After you beat Finger Dash, you'll understand pretty well how the spider works, right? But you don't want to go into 2.2 having this disjointed experience. Having like an experience where it's hard to tell what's going on very first thing. More experienced players of the game are like, oh yeah, this just looks fine, like I could still do this, right? I feel like I could do the level as I see it now, but I can see how it's problematic from a game design standpoint. And that shouldn't just be ignored. Like, if you went from Finger Dash, even though it's like 2.1, like up to this point, no level has been so confusing as those levels. Like, there hasn't been a tolerance built up to switching game modes very rapidly in Rob Top levels. It just hasn't been really a part of Rob Top levels in general. Switching a bunch of game modes really quickly. So bringing it into the newest levels is just not really a good idea. You're meant to be able to play the main levels by themselves and kind of have an easy progression. But there hasn't been any precedent for changing game modes like this before. Dude, it takes... I don't know, it just takes so much longer than you think to actually get good at reading just random bullshit coming at you. And the Rob Top levels shouldn't be about reading random bullshit coming at you. It should be about learning the mechanics. That's what they're there for. Anyways, I'm flying home right now. I think this will be the end of the stream for today. And I'm going to stop after this. After I get back to my base. But I've been kind of thinking about doing some new things now that I don't have the big gold farm project or like the big digging project on me all the time. I'll have like some time and energy to focus on other parts of my world. Like one thing I've been thinking about is kind of going around and exploring and just creating a bunch of bases everywhere, right? Like exploring and putting bases in different biomes and connecting them up, not necessarily with nether tunnels, but maybe with nether tunnels. But just having cool things around my world that I can go to, places I can go and be, and just kind of have new bases everywhere. Because I've had this base for forever, right? And it's kind of time that I just find a couple new places to build a few more bases. Like I can go... Let me find an area that's not just like plains, right? I guess I could go to this dark oak forest right here and build a small base. I could find like an interesting mountain. Look at this mountain. This mountain's interesting. If I had like a small base here, something going on. I don't know. There's just so many possibilities. I could, gross, but I could have a base in the spruce forest, right? And just different places I could go. Also, I gotta be careful when I'm doing this, because you'll just run into random, like, chunk border walls and then die. Pop a totem. Alright, everyone, thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.